Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today you are joining me in an Audi S8. This car's been on the channel a few times and I'm just continuing the series with the drive of this S8. This car, a quick rundown of it, finished off in the Audi exclusive Cherry Black. It's got a few tasteful mods, namely the Miltech exhaust pipe, which is straight and it's decatted as well. The engine mods on this car are quite extensive. I'll give you some headline numbers. The car is running a Bevo Tune 720 horsepower, 1100 newton meters of torque, and we can exploit that newton meters figure shortly on this drive. This car is absolutely brutal to drive. I have had quite a few opportunities to drive this car on the channel. I've got this car for a few days. I've swapped my M4 with my uncle, so he's probably running that today, and I've got his S8. So yeah, what we're going to do in this vid is give you pretty much a sound check of the car, drive it around my country lanes that I'm on at the moment, and you know, somehow wrap up and give you my impressions on this car again. So currently the drive select of the car is in auto mode. It's doing its own thing. It's quite responsive on the throttle, and you know, when you want to floor it, it will, you know, pick up pace really well. The gearbox, again, 8-speed ZF gearbox, amazing gearbox in this car, mated to the 4-litre twin turbo V8. Like I said, car's quite tuned up, so you know, it's very responsive compared to a stock car. The amount of luxuries in this car is just amazing. Like these seats, for example, you know, they're just so supportive. You know, they're heated, they're cooled, they're massaging me right now, and I'm just on this country lane just enjoying the drive. You know, these seats, again, they're like 24 way adjustable or whatever they are. Way too much adjustment going on, but you can really get so comfortable in this car, and you know, also just stick the car into whatever mode you want and have a right hoon. It is quite a big car. It's not really a car that you should be driving on the country lane. It's more of an autobahn cruiser and the crusher, but for me, this is where I'll do most of my driving. So it has to tick all the boxes on these kind of roads, and this does just that. Put the car now into dynamic mode, put the gearbox into S mode. The sound in this is just phenomenal. It's so brutal. I mean, you would never think that a car like this, the way it looks, sounds this mad. Crazy. Alright, I'm just going to open the sunroof a little bit. That way we'll get some sound in. Oh my goodness. I've actually forgotten how brutal this car sounds. Oh my god. Tight roads. Whew. This thing is crazy. I need this in my life. And the best thing about this car is that it's so powerful, it's so fast, it's so brutal, yet I'm being massaged in the seats. How mad is that? I've got pretty much every single luxury item in this car that I could personally want. Head-up display, massaging seats, cooling seats, and it's got this much brute force. Yes, I must say, admittedly, it doesn't feel like a sports car like the M4. It doesn't feel like, you know, quite a dirty car, but equally it doesn't feel like a massive car either to drive like a huge barge. It handles the road quite well for the size of this car. It's pretty much a 2-ton car, this is, and it carries its weight really well through like the bends in the road. But it's just brutal, man. Flipping hell. Oh. Hey man, this thing is fast. It's not even fast, it's like just like mental. It's like you got a drummer in the back, personal drummer. I'm not sure whether from the last time this car was on the channel to now whether it's had some more work done to it, but it certainly feels a little bit more, I don't know, responsive. The sound on this is just crazy. I mean, there's very little cars that I've driven with like this amount of drama going on. You know, the sound is one thing, the performance is another, the handling, everything just comes together. The way this car's been tuned, I mean, the tuning guys behind this car, Bevo Tuning, if you're in the Audi scene, I'm sure you've heard of them. I will leave the details in the description of this vid, but those guys, I think I mentioned before, man, those guys are magicians. They know like the Audi scene through and through. I mean, RS6s, RS3s and all of that stuff, and they've done a lot of like, say, fettling work to this car. And look at the way he just handles that. You know, if there's ever a limo that I want to buy, like say, you know, something like this, like a super saloon, I would have this over any BMW 7 Series, M760i. Definitely have this over that. Definitely have this over, like say, the S63. And again, right now, from a price point, these things are just phenomenal value for money. You know, like about 40k, you can probably pick up one of these in stock form, start fettling with it, you'll get it into like a proper weapon. This thing is just brutal. It's the way he actually just picks up pace, which is like, you know, that's the bit that I can't get over. It's the way he just picks up pace. It's like, you know, you got fast cars and then you got this. It's, I don't know, it'd be really good to get this right on a drag strip and put it up against like some fast cars. If you want outright performance and you're chasing horsepower, there's no doubt you can get more horsepower out of this engine. You know, from what I understand, all the engine internals are stock, they're not modified. It's only got downpipes and it's got the map on it and it's making that racket. I mean, imagine like you put on like, you know, hybrid turbos on this. Imagine like, you know, you go and, you know, you change like say the internals of the engine or the block, you bore it out, you'd be talking well over 1,000 horsepower on this. It's a, you know, quite a massive build in itself, but just to give you like an idea, you can really push this engine to a lot more than it's actually sort of producing. So guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you have found this video entertaining and enjoyable to watch, then definitely give it a like. Stay tuned for more content on the S8. We're going to be talking about the full modification list on this car and every modification that's been done to it. That'll be coming up in the next vid at some point, so yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. Give it a like, share, drop a comment in the comment section below, and hopefully guys, I shall see you on the next one. Take care, bye.